James Ernest of the Grueling Truth Radio Network here with Romero Cotton, future Bellator star. Romero, what have you been up to?
Not much, man. Just training, trying to get ready for the debut.
Excellent. Any word on when that big day is going to be?
Man, it's actually a week from today.
Oh, wow.
It's a week from today, so yeah, we're in a full-blown camp. I'm out here at American Kickboxing Academy out here at AKA, so they're helping get me ready, and I'm just made the move out here, so I'm pretty excited.
Excellent. I want to throw a couple names out there and see if you agree with me that you're a member of this club, or what do you have to do to become a member of this club? Bo Jackson, Deion Sanders, Herschel Walker. Do you feel you're already a member of that club, or do you need to do something to add yourself to that list?
I mean, I got to do a lot to get on the level. I got to do a lot more to get on the level of them guys. But as far as my name to be mentioned with them, I feel like I did my job and I did exactly what I was supposed to do. So, that'd be an honor to be mentioned with them guys. So.
Definitely. I mean, I specifically bring them up with them being multi-sport athletes, which, obviously that's something that you are. I mean, 10 state titles in high school? Is that correct?
I mean, they say 10, but, if you want to count powerlifting in there, technically it's 14. But,
wow.
10 is cool, too.
Nice. Yeah, I was going to say, because it was, 4 football, 4 basketball, and...
wrestling.
Oh, yeah, 4 wrestling.
I can't do basketball to save my life.
That's all good. Same here. Yeah, I was a wrestler in high school, but one year they were going to Hawaii, so I had to try out for the basketball team just to try to go to Hawaii. I was much better at the wrestling, but, hey, Hawaii,
Oh, yeah, you got to go to Hawaii, man, especially if they're paying for it.
Exactly. So, your junior and senior year in high school, 72-0, undefeated.
Yes,
What was that like? I mean, did you go out there knowing you were going to win, or was there ever any opponents that you had concerns about?
Man, there's a lot of guys that was out there grinding just as hard as me. But we had to put in a lot of work. I was ready to put in work. Had to travel around and get practice opponents and just make it happen. So, I couldn't say that I knew I was going to win back then, but I definitely knew I was more prepared than others.
When you were at Lincoln, was the plan to play both sports or just one of the sports?
Yeah, originally the plan was to play both of the sports and football and wrestling. And I got into a little bit of trouble right before a few days before I went to college. So, I just redshirted in wrestling that year, and I never ended up being able to actually do anything with the football squad. So, it's not a good PR look for him, and I understood that. And so just had to make the best of what we had.
Excellent. Well, it definitely seemed to work out. Obviously, you end up going to the other version of Nebraska. And what's it like there? Your alma mater.
It was awesome. It was awesome, and people really came together and really did a lot. We had a lot of friends there. I had a few buddies there that had already been going to school there for a year or two. And they loved the place. They brought me up, and I originally went up there not even thinking that I was even really considering that place to even continue my education, but ended up just being a perfect fit for me. And I couldn't ask for any more from them.
Of your teammates on the wrestling team, on the football team, who do you feel would be, who else do you feel would be a good MMA star? The people that you used to train with there in college.
There's plenty, man. There's first of all, Ralph Counside. He kind of helped me he helped bring me into the MMA game as far as getting my mind thinking that way. And I went up to Rufus Sports and trained with him a little bit. He's had a pretty good pro career so far. You got Daniel DeSager. He's a beast. He's on the Olympic ladder right now wrestling, so he's doing that thing right now. Chase Nelson, he's doing the exact same thing. Third and Greco right now, he's out here putting in work. Patrick Martinez, he's a 2-time world team member in Greco. So each one of them guys could easily come through and break through into MMA and have a lot of great success early, I believe.
With being a two-sport athlete in college, how did you find the time to be able to do everything with the school and both sports?
Oh man, it's coming out of going into Nebraska at Kearney, I previously just came from prison, so I mean, realistically, you have a lot of time to do a bunch of nothing, and it was boring and it was crazy, and it was just not the ideal thing. So when I got the opportunity to come out and go to a place that would allow me to play football and to wrestle at a high level and still continue to and help me out academically as well. You know what I'm saying? Worrying about time or how tired you are, that's not an issue. I'm just so happy to be out there and kicking it with my teammates and making stuff happen. So I mean, it was just the whole experience is just a great thing for me.
If you were to coach, would you rather coach wrestling or football?
Man, I don't know. I think I'd bring a little bit more to the table as a wrestling coach. But I love the game of football. Everybody does, I think. If you played it, it's but we can't lay you back. But it's I'd have to say I could bring more to the table as a wrestling coach. But I mean, either one is a lot of time, and I don't know if I'm ready for that right now. I'm kind of just focusing on myself.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I don't mean now. I mean like, say, 15 years from now when you retire, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Let's see. Any possibilities of Olympics in your future?
No, I would say no, man. Coming out of college, you can choose one or two ways. You can either go for the international wrestling style, and you can train. And them guys are. I mean, they really put in a lot of work. They're highly skilled. That's a full-time job. That's a full-time job right there, and you're gonna have to grind for at least 4 years to make an impact. And I mean, me being as old as I am, I'm 27 years old now. I got my first child on the way. I don't have that time to grind with them guys like that. So I mean, I would love to stay true to the grind and try to become an Olympic athlete. But I think I'm gonna take the MMA route, and can't make any money with they say you can't make any money of anything that starts with W. So I'm gonna go ahead and stick with mixed martial arts instead of wrestling right now.
Okay. Do you know if it's a boy or a girl yet?
Find out on Monday, actually. I find out on Monday, so.
Congrats. I mean, that is awesome. Yeah, kids.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Kids are amazing. I got me a little guy who's 5, and they're just so much fun.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be a change for sure. It's gonna be a big change for sure. I know that for a fact.
So, what got you interested in MMA?
Like I said, my old roommate, Ralph Young, he was certified amateur. His amateur bouts was when we were still roommates, and he was trying to get me to go into the gym. I wasn't having it really. I wasn't trying to do it because I was still wrestling. And a few years later, a buddy of mine, Sean Bunch, I've always looked up to him. He's a world team member. He was on the Olympic ladder as well. He's also from Kansas, and that's where I'm originally from. He had hit me up and said, "Hey, you want to try this MMA thing? After I won a few national titles at Kearney."
Mm-hmm.
I said, "Yeah." He said, "Hey, DC's gonna call you." Next thing I know, 2 minutes later, Daniel Cormier, the light heavyweight champ of the world, has called me and asked me, "Hey, do you want to come out here and take a visit? Try the sport out." Boom, boom. Next thing you know, a week or two later, I was on a plane out to San Jose, and after that, I signed with Bellator, and it's been a roller coaster since then.
Yeah, I can imagine when the light heavyweight champ of the world says, "Hey, I think you have a future in this." It's hard to disagree.
Yeah, I've been a DC fan as a wrestler. I've been a DC fan this whole time, so I mean that was somewhat of a surreal moment for me, and just to find out that he's a regular guy and is willing to work with me, that's pretty big for me. So yeah, who's going to say no to that?
Mm-hmm. How'd Bellator end up recruiting you?
Just strictly off of wrestling. there's a few other guys. I know they call them the Fab Five. They're all high-level wrestlers, and they were all getting signed one after another, bang, bang, bang. And next thing I know, here they come calling my line. And, just for them to even be out recruiting talent, as what they say, they're a growing organization, and for me to be in that one of the first classes, I'm really, really grateful, and I'm really looking to take full advantage of this whole opportunity I got here presented to.
That is the thing I think is really great about Bellator. You have that mix. You have, of course, the veterans. I mean, the Ken Shamrocks and the Hoist Gracie, the Tito Ortiz, who built the sport. And then, of course, like you said, the young, talented, like you and Ed Ruth and Joey Davis, that are going to be the future of MMA. So it's kind of an interesting mix.
Yeah, it's definitely a model that that I appreciate because I'm in there, and but I think it's a way to grow the sport and to really get up there and grow the promotion as well.
I was going to say, because I always like to stir things up, I read a quote about you don't want to be a halftime guy. So is that anybody in particular that might be?
No, not in nobody particular. I just mean, in this sport here, there's so many things to learn. And now people are starting MMA when they're 15, 16. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting into the game. Not late, but I mean not early for sure. So to learn as much as you need to learn just to survive out here in this sport and to get to a high level, which is what I'm trying to do, and to grab some checks, you can't be a halftime guy. You're going to have to be in the gym 2-3 times a day. And working with your specialists, really working on your striking, working on your defense, working on your wrestling, keeping all that together. So, I mean, you don't have enough time what I mean by halftime, you don't have enough time to be out, work a job a whole 8 hours, and then train. You can do one or the other if you want to be at the top of the sport from what I can see. So, I got to go, if you're going to do this, you got to go all in.
Yeah, because a couple of the articles described you as the next big thing. So you're sure there's nobody in particular that that might relate to only working half the time and being the next big thing?
What's that?
Yeah, so like I said, some of the articles refer to you as the next big thing, and going along with your comment about not being a halftime guy, just being focused on MMA. You sure there's no fighters in particular that you can think that relates to?
No, not off the top of my head. I'm just thinking to myself, at this point in the game, I'm not worried about any other fighters besides myself and my development.
Oh, come on, I'm trying to get you paid. I'm trying to get you a fight with Brock Lesnar. Come on. I'm softballing it to you because he only does it whenever he feels like doing MMA. It's kind of a random thing with him. And he has been referred to as the next big thing. Well, okay, that was 15, 20 years ago, but he had been referred to that, so I'm like, oh my gosh, this is the guy for you to fight. Now, obviously, the weight class thing wouldn't work out, but shoot, we can get Vince to write a big check, because Vince likes writing big checks. So,
hey, you can get Vince to write a big check. Hey, go ahead and give him my number. I'm ready.
There you go. That's what I'm saying. Shoot. Yeah, because that would be interesting. I was going to say, with both your all's backgrounds, I mean, like you said, you have the 3 national championships, and, of course, him at Minnesota, and so both of you in a Big Ten backgrounds not liking, the other school, it could be interesting.
No, he's in the Big Ten, man. I'm a Division II guy, so
Yeah, you were in the Big Ten. It just, things didn't work out.
When I was at Nebraska, I was actually in the Big 12.
Oh, shoot, yeah, my bad.
Yeah, that was the year before they switched over. They switched over into the year after I left, I believe.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot about that. Yeah, I was going to say, of late, they've been in there for a little bit now, so I've gotten used to them being a Big Ten. But you're right, yeah.
It's still weird to me.
Let's see. So, tell us, the strengths and weaknesses of your first opponent. What do you think, what are you looking forward to going into this fight?
Man, to be honest, I really couldn't tell you. All I know is the area that he's from, so I mean, I can tell you what I've been doing. My preps is just straight hard work. You know what I'm saying? Getting in, getting after I got here trying to figure it out. Just move forward. But yeah, I honestly don't know nothing about him. I could really care less. I just know that in a week we're gonna end up being locked in a cage together. And I mean, it's not gonna be the same situation I've ever been in. I can say that. Mm-hmm. I've lived with killers. I've had to fight killers. So I mean, for me to have to fight a man for a check, that's nothing, and that's okay. And I'm looking forward to it. Really looking forward to it, to getting out there and providing for my family.
So you're more focused on your aspects of it as opposed to the opponent. Who's been coaching you up on the different skills? Because obviously the wrestling, you've got that going. But, to be a well-rounded MMA, who's been working with you on striking and who's been working with you on submissions?
I'm working with Javier Mendez up here at AKA. He's my head striking coach. I'm also working with Ro Sanchez Boxing. And so, and them is all people that work for DC. So, basically, DC's whole camp has also been my camp. Ron, and he's the head of my jiu-jitsu up at AKA, at Checkpoint Jiu-Jitsu. And so, I'm just out here trying to get it all together. And of course, I'm still out here wrestling every day. Jamil Kelly's our head wrestling coach out here right now. So, they've had every single one of them's added some stuff into my game that I've already came with, which I mean, granted, I didn't cover much, but hey, each one of them has put in something that give me something to use. And it's just a great atmosphere. The whole facility is crazy. So, just out here getting top-notch training, top-notch facility, just out here just getting ready to go. And I couldn't ask for a better place to be right now.
Excellent. Any sponsors that you want to thank?
Yeah, man. Legends Barbershop. Legends Barbershop in Hutchinson.
Yeah, I've heard good things.
What's that?
I've heard good things.
That's what's up.
I heard that's where you get the best haircuts.
What's that?
Yeah.
Let's get you looking clean, man. Let's get you looking clean. Gene Kratos out of Lincoln, Nebraska. Let me see. I got a few. I need it. Let me see here. Oh, of course. Hutchinson Family Dentistry is out of Hutchinson, Kansas. Mr. Stuckey, Dr. Stuckey, they helped me pave the way. So, them three right there helped me pave the way pretty well. And Moguls, Midwest Moguls, Triple M's. And that's about it right now.
Excellent.
But yeah.
I was going to say, we're going to have to get you with a NASCAR coach, because those guys rattle off them sponsors like crazy, and they got a list a mile long. It's ridiculous.
Hey man, yeah, let me know, man. I'm new in the game, so I haven't really been out pursuing. Them guys take pretty good care of me right now, so I haven't really been out pursuing. I've just been training.
Yeah, it sounds like it's going great.
What's that?
I said it sounds like it's going great.
Yeah, it's going good. I've also, I signed with Lincoln. So, Bob Cook and them, Bob Cook is my manager and Dwayne. So, they kind of, I let them do that. So, I really don't have, them is just my sponsors that I came in with. So, they got some others. So, I really took the time to even get in there and look at that. I just been in the gym.
Excellent. I was going to say, to help build your brand and all, any plans on being at the Arnold next year?
To be honest, brother, I don't even know what that is.
You don't? Oh my God! You got to check this thing out. It is the best. It's it's basically like the Olympics. Arnold Schwarzenegger, the former governor, actor, puts on this event in Columbus, Ohio, every year, first weekend in March. And it is the craziest thing. It's got like 70 sports. It's got all the combat sports. It's got wrestling. You name it. It is. You would love it.
I'm going to have to look into that, man. I'm going to look into that. I ain't never heard of that.
Oh, yeah. Definitely check that out. It is totally worth it. Because, I was going to say, shoot, it'd be perfect for you with your background in wrestling and your, doing the MMA stuff. And, yeah, they have a lot of MMA stars come out. Like different companies paying big bucks to sign autographs and take pictures with fans. It's a sharp event. Randy Couture is always there. It's top notch. But yeah, shoot, just wanted to throw out a plug to them because I always do stuff with their events. But definitely, thank you for being on the show. It's been very informational. We look forward to having you on in the future, and we look forward to that big fight you got coming up.